What's good, everyone? Welcome to another reading. We've got a love update for you. You're going to be tested in terms of your pick a pile because we've got the same symbol for each pile. What else was I going to say? Yeah, I don't think there's much of an update needed. As always, with these love updates, as I always say, it doesn't matter if you're single, dating, or in a long term relationship. These can definitely apply to your present or future circumstance. So bear that in mind before picking your pile. It goes for everyone. And yeah, get stuck into the reading. Pile number ones, pile number twos, and pile number threes. Feel free to pause, and I'll start with pile number ones. Okay, pile number ones, love update. What do you see? What do you feel? Kind of abstract today. I don't feel like this portrayed what I was trying to visualize very well, actually. But I'd say definitely tap into the energy and feel out what's going on here. Because I don't know, in terms of energy, this actually feels to me a little bit like an argument. But actually, how this energy was coming through was a bit of a weird analogy, but it was almost like these two characters were surfing on the same board, and this would be the feminine, this would be the masculine. The masculine was trying to balance the feminine out on the same board. It's funny because now I'm saying it out loud. It's kind of describing what it is metaphorically, but I don't know. You may be actually going physically surfing because that was coming through like literally a surfboard. But this was more to do with like, so there's balance. It's balance. There's something here to do with balance. Like you can't ignore surfing. You can't talk about surfing without talking about balance. It's pretty much the whole aim of the game is balance, isn't it? And then skill and technique comes after that. Well, I guess you could almost say the first part of surfing is understanding the right conditions to go out and surf. I could be wrong with that, but I would think that was maybe the start. Then after that is balancing, staying on board, staying on this board. So I don't know, like there's also this sense here of uh like if this wasn't surfing, it would almost be it looks like to me like the feminine is maybe walking away and the masculine is trying to hold on to the feminine. That kind of story might relate to you more, but it wasn't really coming through that way. It was more like um and reverse these energies if it's more suitable to you. Like let's say for example, you may be in the position of the masculine, but you're a female watching this, just apply that and let it fit. It seems to me like the feminine energy has a little bit of like an energy of they think they know what they're doing. Like I said, if you're feminine watching this, don't take it to heart. And the masculine is trying to keep her balanced. That's the energy this is giving me. And I just want to add as well, it's kind of light-hearted. This isn't in a way which is like arrogance or anything like that. It's almost like this feminine is having so much fun that she thinks that she can just balance on this board by herself, and the masculine is trying to help her to balance on this board so she doesn't fall off. Again, like if you're maybe viewing this from the wrong perspective, you might see this as a little bit like patronizing, but it depends on the situation, right? Because for the majority of you, it's probably not actually surfing. This might be, for example, maybe the masculine energy trying to show you how to deal with money better, or the masculine might be trying to show you how to deal with a social situation better. You know, like to put this into everyday context, it would be, you know, like the feminine coming back from seeing her friends and going, yeah, well, Vicky is always late when we go for coffee with each other, and the masculine's trying to say, have you ever thought about just putting the time an hour ahead, so she actually arrives early? Do you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it may be the other situation. I can't personally ever imagine going back to my missus and complaining about Danny being late all the time. And you might be a feminine watching this going, I can't ever imagine complaining to my partner about Victoria being late either. But kind of think about the situation where you may have been complaining to your partner and not listening, basically. But like I said, I'm saying this, but there isn't a heaviness to this reading. That's the good news. We're not talking, at least from my perspective, we're not talking about divorce here. We're talking about something kind of, you know, the coffee is a good example. Victoria being late for the coffee is a really good example, because it's very kind of light-hearted, mundane, small problems. These are champagne problems. It's a champagne problem happening here. It's not the earthquake with bad foundations. It's not the car crash where the car's a write-off and it was a near-death experience. You know, I didn't get that energy from this reading. I got something that was almost a little bit, and again, brace yourselves, Pile Ones. It was something like a little bit immature, or maybe not immature, but like something childlike to this reading. You know, just being, you know, I'm not sure if that's making sense to you, Pile Ones, but that's your reading. I hope you got some value from it. If you did, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Okay, pile number 2's. Love, love, love. Just sitting on the energy. I was trying to express there like the crossing of legs for some reason. Like, someone wasn't half comfy, you know. They're full on comfy. I don't even think there's a need to draw chairs here because the energy has been captured. There's definitely no need to draw hair. But I guess it just helps to explain the masculine and feminine. Not like only feminines have long hair. I've got pretty damn long hair myself. So what do you get from this? Kind of cool vibes. I like this image a lot. The feminine energy, the masculine energy. Actually, they've got like a small little cup in their hand, so they're kind of cheersing to something. Ironically, and maybe ironically is not the right word, but it might even be like new home energy because I didn't draw the chairs. It could almost be like a sneaky little confirmation there for people where, you know, sometimes when you move into a place and you don't even have furniture for it yet, it's kind of got that kind of energy. There's something quite bougie about this couple though. Like I said, there was real emphasis on like the way that they had their legs crossed. It reminded me of like if you're from the UK, it was like, oh darling energy. Oh darling. You might be some of my future clients, y'all. Do you need some architecture? You sound like some of my clients. Oh darling. Oh, I like that. You might be some of my upper class pal number two, so at least you might be going that way. Let me know if you need some stunning architecture. I'll sort you out. And for your new home. um, yeah, so there's some kind of cheers here. If it's not a new home, it's some kind of, you know, someone's achieved something. There's a reason for there's a reason for like a cheers moment. I was getting different languages coming through. I was trying to figure out like um the different languages where people say cheers, and I couldn't think of a lot of them for some reason. The only two that I know is Ganbei, which is in Chinese, I think, Ganbei, and in Slovakia and probably some of the other Slavic countries, I think it's Nazdrave. Probably pronouncing both of those wrong. But like, I couldn't even think of French. Salut was coming to my mind, but I don't think salut means that. It's salut goodbye. Before you drink. Depends what you drink, I guess. It's one way to. If it's a deadly shot, salut goodbye. um, there's maybe something going on here with languages, so you might not be. I feel like you might be not from the UK. Maybe not, or like an English speaking country. You might be, but I feel like that was energetically coming through. You might have a word for cheers. So yeah, I don't think there's really much more to this. Pile number twos. I'll tell you why, because I feel like most of you are going to be celebrating something different, and it would only be going through this list of different things. Some of you, it's going to be a new home, and really, it's just expressing that celebratory moment. The most important thing here is this is a pretty good reading in terms of your connection. This seems like a happy couple to me. It seems like a couple who are on sync with also like kind of goals, like where you're going, um, your direction, especially in material things. So there's no real like add-ons to this reading. Like I said, you're gonna know where you're celebrating. It's gonna be different for all of you. In terms of relationship dynamic, I feel like you two are going in the right place. So, like I said in the introduction, if you're single, this could be representing a future relationship. So brace yourself, get ready for it. And if you're in a relationship already, I guess this could mean a future relationship too, but most likely we're explaining your current situation or your current relationship in the future. Pile number twos, thank you for being here. If you like the video, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Alright, pile number threes. Yo. You might hear me say that sometimes. That's when I'm back with my friends in London, that's what we say, yo. I'm just sitting on the energy. Okay. This is my cutesy couple, I think. Cutesy couple, but the word that was coming through here was quite, what's the word? It kind of threw me off. So, cute relationship, but this is quite strange because I've not felt this energy. This might, like, spirit was giving me here, like, this might be a new subscriber who's come in. Because it's kind of a strong energy that hit me, but it's like I wasn't familiar with this energy. I've been doing these readings for a while, right? And I believe that for most of you who are still here, who are stuck in through all my horrible, terrible videos, and my good ones, obviously, but with that, you kind of build these connections, at least spiritually, with people who are tuning in, right? And when you're doing the readings, I'm not always, to be honest, very conscious of it, like every single time. But generally, I see reoccurring spirits, energies, you, souls. I see you guys coming back. I can feel that. I know it through as soon as my pen touches the paper, or sometimes before that. It's like, oh man, this is just a continuation of that soul's energy, you know? It's just a continuation. It's literally like the next episode in that Netflix show that you're watching. Whereas with this reading, pile number 3, don't get me wrong, I feel like some of you have been here for a while, but we're touching on energy here, which is new. So a new group of people, maybe. And maybe if it's not a new group of people, it's at least a new relationship for some of you. Some of you have been here, the channel's over 2 years old now, so if you think back to when you first started watching this channel till now, you might actually be in a brand new relationship. So if I didn't say poll number 3's, the key word that threw me off was nervousness, actually. So this kind of couple or relationship, feminine energy here, masculine energy here, there's something about them which is quite nervous. It's like they're almost like both of these characters are quite shy. And that's why I said it's new to me. I don't think I've ever come across that energy in my piles from the 2 years of doing this, Maybe you will always hear pile number 3s and, your energy just hadn't bloomed in terms of me picking up on the energy. Or maybe it was me, maybe I'm not doing something right, but yeah, I can't think of a reading before where I've got someone who was shy, and definitely not both people are shy. Both people are shy. This is verging on energy which is like socially awkward. Both of you too. So that's going to be a right hell of a time pulling up to a party when both of you shy and both of you socially awkward. That's going to be a whole bunch of fun. God damn, that's going to be a whole bunch of fun. There's a beauty and somewhat of an elegance to this couple, though. They remind me of like two swans. You know, when the swans do the little dance. But like they're kind of just minding their own business, this pal. Like, so I fuck with the energy. But they're definitely like a shy couple. It's funny because when you look at swans, for example, they seem kind of shy and passive. Swans can fuck you up though. Swans are really quite strong. When they start flapping those big ass wings and start waving those long ass necks, they can do some damage. So pile number 3 is you might even relate to that too. Like, you might be about the peace, but when it's go time, when it's time to protect your ducklings, you're ready to like judo chop motherfuckers with your neck. For some of you, pile number 3s, we may just be tapping into a shy side of you. It's like, let's face it, certain relationships can bring out different sides of us, and that can be sometimes shyness. That can be like, you can be a very extroverted person, a very confident person, but around this other half of yours, you turn into kind of someone quite shy. I think everyone can relate to that, and if you can't, you've probably seen it in someone else. probably being like, I don't know, that girl is, she acts real different around me. But then again, if you're not good with social cues, which I don't think these two people are, you might not even notice this. Um, so yeah, pile number three is, this is a romantic, really kind of cutesy couple, but the main energy here was like nervousness. I'd say pile number three is, just to summarize it, again, it's one of those readings where there's no advice because I feel like this is just right. If this was a reading where I was saying you're nervous because you feel like the partner's cheated on you or done something bad to you, I'd say that it's absolutely nothing to do with that. I feel like there's kind of, I don't want to say love here because that's for you to use your own discernment on, but there's definitely a click here, and the nervousness seems to be part of this story. So just roll with it, step into it, put both feet into the waters of this nervousness, and you're gonna find that it's something that you both find beautiful in the relationship. So that's pretty much it. Pile number three is, as I always say in the introductions, this goes for singles and people in long-term relationships. Obviously, for singles, it's a reflection of a future relationship, and for people in a relationship, it could be a future relationship or your current one, just with what the future of that might be or what it could currently be. So, pile number three is, I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.